What is up, guys? Control here. Today's video is going to be on an Ionia list, one that's actually primarily focused on Ionia, and I'm going to be utilizing one of my favorite champions in the deck as well. Decided to go ahead and test out some of the buff cards like Fey Guide and Shadow Assassin, and honestly worked pretty well. I didn't play too many games with the list, but we did win every single game that we did play, all three of them. It was a pretty banger set of games and honestly some pretty weird endings. Anyways, of the deck, so it is just a Wayfinder one with TEEMO Zed. Triple Blade's got triple TEEMO, and then the triple Wayfinder obviously to kind of make that work, and a bunch of bounce effects to bounce the Wayfinders again, being the Conspirator and Retreat as the main ones. I don't actually run Solitary Monk as a 3/3. I find that it's not as good, and I think it contests the Shadow Assassin and Zed a little bit too much to kind of just slot in there. For the top end, I have a couple fun cards: one Dragon's Rage, one Dawn and Dusk, and two Soul Squirrels. Soul Squirrel almost actually popped off in one of the games we played, and I think with Fey Guide it is actually realistic to make it work. I do think this card has a better home in Demacia though, due to all the combat effects that you can play with it. Think like Cataclysm, single combat, the barriers, yada yada yada, or even in Noxus with Might. So stuff like that can be better suited towards playing him rather than in P and Z, but I just figured that I would put him in. And a couple of new cards that you could end up jamming games with. Field Musicians is one of the key ones. With King Cow Wayfinder, it makes a lot of sense, just because you play this and then Wayfinder literally activates the effect right away. My only issue is that other than Wayfinder, it's kind of difficult to have pop off. Zed, when you're attacking, summons his Shadow, which does in fact count as a summon, so I mean that helps as well. But it is a little bit difficult to get the 3 summons every round otherwise. You do have bounce effects again, but no house spiders or anything like that with other tokens that make it a little bit easier for us to get that effect going off. So I figured it wasn't really that great, and I thought that I would just stick with the Soul Squirrel. Fey Guide is the 3 of is another big one. I decided to actually not run all of the elusive cards in the world, which is kind of what we started with Wayfinder, and kind of stuck to the early game elusives, and then the mid to late game cards being ones without elusive, like think Zed, the Wayfinder herself, and Soul Squirrel. So those are all good targets for the Fey Guide. And I figured as a 3/4, he's actually quite a bit better than a 4-mana 3/3, just because he can value trade 3 drops more consistently. For more tech options, we got Double Deny, we have Double Notify. I would kind of consider those like the tech cards. I think that Triple Retreat, Triple Disciplines are very core to this kind of archetype. I think Retreat in general, just for protecting your core early game elusives and just pulling stuff like Zed out for free. By for free, I mean for 1 mana, is pretty big. So with the essay, that kind of stuff, and just getting another Wayfinder effect to go off. So I think this card is very, very good and one of the core ones that you really can't change. And I think that Twin Disciplines is one of the really only great combat spells that you can use from Ionia, and at burst speed it's quite strong. So I definitely recommend using that. Big card to look out for is Duo as well. Green Glade Duo is one of the ways that you can win games with this deck very consistently and very quickly. So whether that's because you're getting the 5 attack on turn 4 with the King Cow Wayfinder being played, or utilizing it with like a Dawn and Dusk, you can get an absolute shit ton of damage in with it very, very early. So I'd say be on the lookout for that, because you can't just win games out of basically nowhere with this little sweet girl and the little cat on her back. And last card to touch on is just Chump Wump. So this guy I'm just running because, well, I play TEEMO. I don't like the 37-3 mix. I like the TEEMO mix where you can keep TEEMO sometimes, keep the good old Chump Wump, and then have him flip, and then your second Wayfinder that you play, or the first one, will then be able to pop off and just go from 30 to 60 to 120 shrooms in the deck and basically auto win you the game that way. Kind of just speeds up the clock there, and it is a decent target for Fey Guide as well, so I don't think it's a bad card at all. It's just like a good filler unit, so I'm pretty happy with them. But it does end up making the deck have quite a bit of 4 drops, as you can see. So it's not always ideal because of that, but that's fine. I think it's still a good card and one that you should still run. Also, leave a comment. Let me know what deck archetype you would like to see me playing with for the next couple of videos. The 2 comments with the most likes after 24 hours, so tomorrow, April 2nd at 2 p.m. PST, will get a code for a Lunar Beast sent to them mid-April or so. So if you want to win that, leave a comment on what archetype you like, and if you guys see ones that you agree with in the comments, smash that like button, okay? You don't need to like the video or sub or anything like that to do it. Just leave a comment, and if yours is one of the 2 most liked ones, then you will go ahead and win. It's a giveaway from Riot for the LPP partner program. So yeah, so thanks to Riot, and again, leave that comment. 2 most liked comments will receive a code for a Lunar Beast. Okay, Duo Chump Wump. Number 5. Probably just get the Duo Maul. Double Wayfinder. We're on odds though, so it is a little bit worse, I'd say. But okay, I'll take it. So cute. Retreat is good.
Hey, Krabby.
It can in fact mean that your cards just don't die, which is nice. But sometimes they die and it's not good.
I am the blade in the darkness.
Won't actually have mana for it though. Cool. We actually just get 9 damage, 10 damage actually on turn 3.
I am the shadow. Only the worthy survive.
And the flip side. Okay, this must be a very bad Renek Sej hand. Like a miserable one. Yet he's fine. I think I'll just play the essay into that.
An apt pupil.
My life for the order.
No block. I don't actually have space for all the clones if I play Wayfinder, but I may just not attack with the Wayfinder then. I think that I will still play it though. Squirrel plus the Dragon's Reach. It's a Pog combo.
Everyone here? Let's go.
Okay, that's a 5-1 duo. It's gonna be a 6-1 when we attack. Kinda good. Big attack mode, nice. I am not gonna lie. I think this is a terrible matchup. Yeah. Worse than terrible, maybe. We aren't even, so you gotta go on 4, but our go is kind of bad because kind of plays a landmark thing that kills all of our cards when we do it.
The Yordle here's with me.
Or plays Avalanche, or one of the 7,000 cards that deals 1 damage in his deck. Sure. All you, buddy.
Hang on, Buzzball.
Okay, well, here's to believing, I guess, in something. I don't fucking know what. It's something. Just like in very small percentages of situations here.
Everyone here?
This is good.
Let's go. Full speed ahead.
It worked.
Hang on, son.
I love the fucking Swain flip on turn 4. It's actually so insane. I'd want to play the clouds first, then this next round, I think. I mean, if I rip 2 TEEMOs, it's actually, like, kind of winnable, not gonna lie. But I have to, like, get 2 TEEMOs. But it's fine. Pulled 1 TEEMO, 1 Blade Scout, so it's a 50-50. And we always win 50-50s.
First step's the hardest.
Actually, not a 50-50. It's a 25% chance, I think. Maybe lower than that. I don't know the fucking math. Too difficult for my smooth brain to deal with. I will attack. Idea was we could maybe get him to use something a little bit early, and then do the TEEMO after to play around like the 1 damage spell or whatever that was. But okay, 30 shrooms, 30 cards. 1-to-1 ratio. No siree. They do the health buff, you can't do that again. Versus like nope, if I just stop that one, then you can do another one. So I think that health is better, but I also do lose just a lot of damage that I can use in other places. But okay, I'll take it. Hey, our team is alive. Nice. Unbelievable. Wait. Oh, he lost the buff, so he wasn't alive. No attack. So sad. Is that verse?
Pledge yourself to the shadow.
Leviathan.
A conquest for empire.
Absolutely unheard of. Okay, well, I mean, it's never going to work anymore, but whatever.
Me, not you.
So I get one attack, and then basically the game's over after that. That's okay now.
I have many faces.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Counterattack.
Interesting that that's the one that you'd want to kill, but okay. My notifies and denies are really insane here. Absolutely just popping off super hard.
Darken the skies.
I missed that. Yeah. Ooh. I can pull my card back to make it so that it's actually not stunned. Kind of 5. Oh.
Destination in sight.
I am dead.
Positions.
He figured it out. Wait. If I take 1, I go to 7. Then the game's not done yet, technically. So I can bounce this and then play that on that.
Looking for a daring escape?
Stay hidden.
Only 5 though. And my other 2 cards are just blocked.
Artillery barrage.
Ow. No.
They will all
He actually had nothing.
order.
Shyv Raka. I've seen this a couple times today. It seems okay. Retreat seems like it's fine, but I think that I'm just gonna look for units. Nice. Wayfinder on evens is really good. GG, easy, something like that. I actually kind of like the Blaze God draws, because then it means that I get more TEEMOs from Wayfinder. More TEEMOs means happier me.
Come on, Buzzball.
Hey,
They'll never see us coming.
Double duo. Okay. We're kind of talking now.
This world has such
It's gonna have the Raka plus the Shyv, I think. It's fine. Got no problems with it. Ooh.
first step's the hardest.
Okay, I don't have a bounce, but this is literally 13. He goes to 5 if this connects. Now he will be running like the combats and all that type of stuff though, so I mean it's really not expected that this works. Unless
See you too, Vin.
it is expected that, oh my fucking god, it actually worked.
stand back.
Never say never, right? Screeching Dragon. I can... What do we want to do here? To do the squirrel plus twin, maybe? If I actually get a block with the squirrel, which I don't think happens, is pretty good. Okay, we'll play that. Isn't the Fey guide on it next turn? It's pretty nutty.
Stars
3-1.
fall.
We actually get a block with it. So we have 6-4. 6-3, sorry. Sure. 2-1's just extra space that we don't need right now. If we play the disciplines, it would probably put it at 12 and then go down to 9, which actually was probably better here. I think I'm going to say that that's fine though.
I'll protect you.
And we'll chill with where we're at. I think duo into Fey Guide is better than going for the chump bump here. Almost every time. Drawing, that's fine. Kind of lucky Puff kept draws. And then this music's kind of nerve-wracking, actually. I don't know if I'm a big fan of it. Okay, sure. Basically just filler card. I think it's a good play. It's just like a pass, basically, without passing.
I am more than I seem.
Sure. He's 2 mana left. GG. Swole Squirrel and TEEMO are just a combo that I think is absolutely unrivaled. Turbo stomping just everybody that I see. You see dubs.